need to fucking eat that now.
No.
$90 for 2 pies.
Well, it was 2 half trays.
Okay.
You know. But, you walk up to the window over in Gravesend, you just get it.
Right.
It's not the same. What the fuck happened to my hair? Jesus. Oh. Not a heads up, nothing?
I'm used to
this. Is in. I'm recording, so.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Looks like I comb my hair with a penis.
Yeah, well. All right. There we go. What?
As you said, I got the text from my wife.
No way.
10 minutes ago, would you guys like anything from the store? No, not yet. So they're gonna force us after this one to take a break for meals.
Yeah. What did they get? Ooh, I could go for a sandwich.
Easy. I hope you shit your pants.
No, I didn't. It's not that bad yet.
Speak for yourself.
Sometimes it is. Not today. Today I'm good. I got a tight seal today. Oh, fuck, we're recording.
Yeah. It's a pretty tight seal when there's a big rubber fist in there. Anyway.
Yes.
You start this one.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mike and Dave Hit the Stage. I'm Mike.
I am Dave.
And you didn't laugh at that at all.
I didn't. It was too straightforward. It wasn't as goofy as you normally do it.
Really? That wasn't goofy? I thought it was
feel goofy.
Huh?
It didn't feel as goofy as you normally do.
Cool. So I have a quick story I held in until we started recording. Mm-hmm. So in between podcasts, I don't know why I looked over there. I should be looking here. We took a break. And I had to pee. I went in there, and
you're fine.
And I couldn't get my zipper open.
Did it become an emergency?
I thought I was gonna have to pull my pants down like a 5-year-old. But I was able to get a crisis averted. I was able to loosen the zipper off of the piece of pants that was stuck.
Thank God. Yeah. You're not freeballing. It wasn't fucking.
No,
it wasn't bag skin.
And I'm glad because we don't close the door here when we fucking go to the bathroom.
We're adults. I just don't go past and stare at your dick.
Right. It just would have been weird that if you did, and my pants are down around my ankles and my ass cheeks hanging out.
I would laugh so hard. So the boy.
Yeah.
I call my son the boy. When we went to Pennsylvania, we stop in the middle. We stop at Wawa or wherever.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
This child, my child, I have to say this. He goes to pee. He pulls his pants down, but not enough.
Yeah.
And when he lets him go, he starts peeing up. And there was piss everywhere.
At a stall or at a urinal?
At a stall.
Yeah.
There was piss on the toilet.
Yeah.
There was piss on the wall.
How did you know, though? You were in there with him?
I'm standing next to him.
Why are you in there with him?
So he doesn't touch anything.
Okay.
I had to pee too. He's 8.
What are you, across the streams? Yeah,
No,
my kids are 8. I let them go. And you go like this. They have to learn, Dave. They have to learn. I go like this. Don't fucking touch anything in there.
Well, we're not there yet with this kid.
Okay.
He's a little nutty.
Okay.
Hence why there was piss on the walls.
Yeah. See,
I was like, homeboy, you got to control that.
Yeah. What the fuck? The fucking fire hose is going all. See.
He was not happy either. He was very concerned about how this was gonna end.
Yeah, you know how it's gonna end. We're gonna get in the car and forget this ever happened.
I made sure to tell Jenny.
Oh yeah, you gotta tell her.
Yeah. It's like he pissed everywhere.
Yeah,
which
Shane,
you wouldn't have noticed because there was toilet paper stuck to the walls. There was shit on the walls.
Yeah, it was just it wasn't him.
It was a one-off for a Wawa in my experience.
Yeah,
this is the first dirty Wawa bathroom I've ever seen.
Yeah, but Shane has trained his bladder that he doesn't pee. We'll go on a trip and we'll stop after like 3 or 4 hours, and I'm like, Shane, you want to go in and piss? No, I'm good. I'm gonna stay here. I'm like,
That's
dude,
nuts.
we still got another like 4 hours to go, and he's like, I'm cool. And then he tells me, he goes, I've trained it because this is my kid. He's trained himself to not pee in school because the stalls in the school bathroom don't have locks. I'm like, dude, you can go. No one's gonna walk in on you. You know? But he's that kid.
I once took a shit in between the 2 cars in an R train.
All right.
I had to go, and
Next
there was
time you
no
see
stopping
Shane,
it.
tell him that.
I gladly. This kid's learning a lot about me surreptitiously.
Yeah.
He
He
just
did-
through
yes.
stories.
Well, yeah. I don't. Yeah. Well,
No, we're
that's
not telling-
That's
we're not telling all the stories.
That's not him. That was my older one.
I know, but
Yeah.
these kids are learning a lot about
Yeah.
life through what
you.
not to do with Dave.
Listen, don't worry. Dave has extras.
Yeah.
This
Listen.
this is what Dave does. Don't worry. What you did is not embarrassing at all.
No.
Let me tell you what Dave did.
I made it.
Life lessons by Dave.
I was once stiff-legging it home because I had to pee,
Yeah.
and I came so close to not making it. I peed in between two houses,
Yeah.
2 blocks away.
It happens.
I was that close.
It happens. Yeah. Yeah.
I pissed my pants getting my pants off once to pee here.
I almost just did that.
It was an emergent. No, I mean like it was emergency. I was.
Yeah. Oh,
I was,
you gotta go. Yeah.
The full shuffle.
Yeah.
And I didn't make it. I started going. I kicked my shoes off and stepped into the shower.
By the way, we still haven't even said what.
Yeah,
what
I know. I
list
don't
this
give a
is.
fuck. The finality of it is the big deal.
Yeah, I guess so because this is last song on the album, which
Great way to cap off albums. Just that I've always liked when an album knows how to end,
yeah,
and in some cases a career.
yeah.
There, I skipped one on this list that I should have played for you before, but I didn't.
Okay,
And we'll get to it.
we'll get to. We'll get to the one that made me do this list. That made me think of this list. And I'll have a story about
Is
it.
it your first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's start this off with your first one.
The Faith by Beyond Fear.
All right, I have no idea anything about any of this.
Okay, Beyond Fear, Tim Owens,
Okay,
Dave Ellefson from Megadeth.
All right.
Just a good album.
Is this a one-off band?
It was a
I've
one-off.
never heard.
There
of
was
it.
one
Okay.
album, that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I found it randomly. I think it was I was hooking up with this girl back in the day,
Right.
and she had worked at mp3.com,
Okay.
and they did these like download codes.
Is that how you got MP3s originally? Like just
No, I illegally downloaded
No,
like
no, no.
everybody
But I
else.
mean, is that how like MP3.com sounds so
mp3.com
official.
was a website where you could buy stuff.
Okay.
Like you buy credits, and then the credits would count towards songs.
Okay.
So she gave me a card with like it was enough credits for an entire album.
All right.
And I found this.
Yeah.
So I grabbed it. So I owned it legally.
Yeah.
I was very proud of myself.
Yeah.
I got this for sex,
Back then.
like a prostitute.
Wow. Didn't see that coming. So yeah, I mean it's I had no going into that one, I was like
It's pretty good though.
I got nothing. Yeah, it's all right. It's the interesting thing about last songs on the album, and especially with this list, is a lot of them are fucking sad. Oh, you know, like
Well, I think that's indicative of the style of music we enjoy.
yeah,
You know, you don't end on a high note.
right.
Well, in Tim Owens' case, you actually do end on a high note, but not on
Oh,
but not on a high note.
yeah.
I always thought like pretty much every one of these on this list is not a upbeat ending to an album,
Yeah.
but they're all good. They get worse.
They get worse. Yeah, there's some interesting ones on here
Oh yeah.
that I put on there, and yeah. Let me look at yours. Yeah, all right. So you want to go to my first one?
Yes, please.
Okay, so my first one and the inspiration for this list was Queen and The Show Must Go On.
Oh God.
And
You said it, and I got the chills.
yeah,
And I love this song.
because the story behind this is that this is their last studio album, and I'm almost positive he knew
Oh, he 100% knew.
he was dying,
Yeah.
and just that knowledge and hearing this song, it blows me away every time. And the reason why I picked this song is because Shane is, for some reason, he's into Queen now, and Queen's his favorite band, he said.
Good.
And I was like,
He's making good
I was
choices.
like, really? Yeah. You know, I thought he's singing, he's playing piano lessons. His favorite band is Queen. I'm like, dude. And then I thought of this, and I was like, last songs on an album. I never, you don't really think of it.
And this is
You know?
this is not only The last song on the album. I believe this was the last song he recorded.
Well, this is on their 14th studio album.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Oh,
last
you mean the last song he ever recorded?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I believe this might have been it.
Yeah.
It was either...
Which is crazy.
Yeah. It was either this or one of the others from this album, but it was the last that he had done. This song ends... There are so many little things that are said here.
Right. Yeah.
The inside my heart is breaking, my makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on.
Yeah. Oh.
Bittersweet message. Everything about this song is perfect. Mm-hmm. Everything. Mm-hmm. There is no complaints. And I've only heard one cover of this song that I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
I think I've heard two.
Yeah.
Total. But Ronnie Romero,
okay,
he's a singer. He's been in Rainbow and other things. He's a great singer. He covers this with an orchestra.
Okay, I can see that.
And his voice is just slightly below Freddie Mercury's.
Yeah.
In quality.
Yeah.
Just slightly.
Who was the second one?
Freddie Mercury.
No, the
cover. The cover? Who fucking cares? It's
all
not good enough to be this.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
But I mean, the version I heard with Ronnie Romero is it gives me the same chills that this gives me because you can hear he emotes the way Freddie emoted.
Right.
And it's what made the way he sang so good. You know, Freddie Mercury's voice was phenomenal.
Yes.
He sang songs about liking fat ass girls and
riding bicycles.
I'm in love with my car.
Yeah.
Who fucking cared? He could fuck watermelons for all I care.
I'm sure there was second meanings to some of that. I like to ride my bicycle. I mean, I almost said it. Without a seat.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. In the world, there's a trial going on right now.
Yeah.
And on the other side of that trial is the world's pettiest man, 50 Cent.
Yes.
How many times have you seen 50 Cent say something about that gentleman?
Yeah.
There was a Instagram post. 50 Cent posted a picture of him on a bicycle.
Yeah.
And said, I bet it doesn't have a seat on it. Like, this motherfucker is mean.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a shit about any of the music on either side.
But when you know you're that squeaky clean to that situation, you know what I mean? Like 50 Cent has no worries of he's gonna get me pulled in. Because even before this happened, he was saying stuff about
him and Cat Williams.
Yeah, you know,
all those guys were saying stuff.
Yeah. So
what was it? So Bert Kreischer has Something's Burning.
Yeah.
Did you see the episode with Heather Locklear?
No.
And Jillian Barbieri?
No.
He mentioned Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
You're like, how big was his penis? She said, I used to say it used to pop out of my mouth.
Jesus Christ.
And it took him a full second
to
mean from the other end. She is very funny. Heather Locklear.
Yeah.
She is funny.
All right.
I could not believe how like, obviously she's an attractive woman. She's always been attractive.
Yeah.
But to be that funny, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Funny and attractive, that's you don't see like that level of like mean funny or sarcastic because it's dangerous.
Well, and
that's a triple threat.
You're not allowed anymore.
It's not even allowed. Like when you think, like we think Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
She's very attractive.
Yeah.
And she's mean.
Yeah.
And that turns me on.
That's funny.
What, is that wrong?
No.
Anyway.
There's funny things that it's the weirdest things that go on up here. And I know your head, I know my head, and I just go, if I told somebody out loud this,
See, I tell people the fucked up things I think.
No, I would.
Like Lisa Lampanelli could get it.
There's a who?
Lampanelli. Lisa Lampanelli could get it.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
She's mean.
Yeah.
I like that. I dig
That's all
that.
it takes?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
When she was fat.
Yeah.
Now that she's lost a lot of weight, I like them chubby. She could definitely get it.
I also think she's a lesbian, but that's
I don't care.
All right. Yeah. You put a wig on, tuck it back.
Throw in some rouge, tuck back the sack. Oh, what was that? That was from 40-Year-Old Virgin. Gina. Gina. What's up? Yeah. We're idiots.
So your next one.
This one hurts.
Is Soul Bleed by Damage Plan.
Okay.
Am I allowed to
You can add it. Here's the thing. It's the context.
Yeah.
There are 3 factors here. One, I have not heard Pat Latchman sing since this.
Right.
2, this was the last recorded
Was it?
Dime song. Yeah. Well, I don't know in order of recording, but this is the last song on the last album that Dime was on. Before he was murdered on stage. And this is the only song where Dime and Zakk Wylde are together.
Really?
Zakk Wylde does the backing vocals on this.
Huh. All right. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's Zakk Wylde.
I had no idea. All right. Cool.
But it's sad.
Yeah.
And it is a beautiful song. If you look at the lyrics, it is a really well written song.
God, you bring it up because I'm scared I'm going to press something.
Now that I'm all alone, painfully aware, I'm staring, starting to feel the cold, knowing you're not there.
Let's see. Can I do it without?
Caught somewhere between my fears and dreams. All I have are demons here for company.
Yeah.
Come and look inside. Hope you like what you see.
Come and look inside.
And if you run and hide, you're scared of what is me. It's the insecurity of being who you really are.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was a well-written piece. I've always loved Dime's guitar playing. The rest of the band is okay. Pat's voice is phenomenal in this. The backing vocals are great.
I never got into Damage Plan.
I know you didn't.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just...
It existed in a time when you weren't catching new music.
Yeah. And
we all weren't catching new music.
Not only that,
I caught this as it happened.
The last Pantera album didn't catch me.
The last Pantera album I liked a lot.
I liked it.
Reinventing the Steel?
But I was moving on, I think. I
think that's probably where the separation was.
Yeah.
Because this was supposed to be the next
right. Yeah.
Pantera album, and because Phil was
Phil.
No. I'm gonna give him
benefit of the doubt.
I'm gonna give him the real reaction. He was in and out of rehab. He was mentally not in a good place. He wasn't prepared.
Right.
And they said, we want to keep working, because Dime used to get like stir crazy.
Yeah.
When he couldn't write and perform and, build.
Makes sense.
His girlfriend and Vinny were like, let's just make something. Just do something. And he started writing. He finished writing, and he showed it to Jerry Cantrell.
Okay.
He had Jerry Cantrell over, and he showed him some of the tracks.
Interesting combination. I never thought
everybody's friends with Dime.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Right.
So he goes, I'm waiting for Phil to be here. He goes, don't wait. Just get another singer. Call it something else. He said, don't throw the Pantera name on it. Throw a different name.
Right, yeah.
He goes, just do it.
Yeah.
And if Phil's mad, let him be mad. He's not, say, I'm not doing a Pantera album. I'm doing
yeah.
There's another song released there was a whole album released with David Allan Coe. David Allan Coe's a fucking racist. Whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
That's one thing. Then they did a song for ECW under the name Tres Diablos.
Okay.
It was Dime, Vinny, and Rex.
Okay.
It was just without Phil.
Yeah.
And Dime singing.
Really?
It's not great.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
But it's also something. It's not just
right.
They wanted to make something, they made something, and it was fine.
Cool.
And that's what happened. And then Pantera just dissolved. Phil started doing more with Down. He did Superjoint, and now later Phil and the Illegals. It just kept going. And these guys did Damage Plan, and then after Dime's death, Hell Yeah with Vinnie Paul. And that was it.
Yeah.
It's just
and he died.
And then he died. It's the two best members of Pantera are gone.
Right, exactly.
I hate to say, and I'm not a Vinnie Paul fan.
Yeah.
Like, he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
But he was a great drummer.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
There are so few groove drummers out there. He was a master. So yeah, it's super fucking sad. Yeah, this is getting depressing again. What happened?
No, it's not.
Well, it's gonna get better.
Don't worry. Towards the end, yeah.
The next, it's gonna get real fucking interesting.
See,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know the story of this, but
do it.
As a child, I did. I mean, all right. So it's Rocket Queen.
You were like what, 22 when this came out?
Rocket Queen by Guns N' Roses.
I fucking hate Guns N' Roses.
And
so
the
much.
more I listened to this, the more I went, is this what I think it's about?
What do you think it's about?
Well, I never really gave it any thought, but Rocket Queen really sounds like, well, back then it would be cross-dressing.
That's kind of funny.
No?
You're not wrong, but I don't think that's what it's about.
What do you think it's about?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I'm looking at the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? I hate Guns N' Roses.
Okay. Well, even this album, the first album blew everybody away. It was just so... It killed grunge. This album killed grunge.
Yeah.
Or started to. No, this is before grunge. This was 87.
Yeah.
So this was... Oh, no. All right. This didn't kill grunge. What am I talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah. I was thinking... What the fuck was I thinking of?
I don't know.
Something else. Anyway. Oh, I was thinking of Limp Bizkit. What?
Speaking of bands I hope die in a fire.
No,
I think the term Rocket Queen is just a loose woman.
yeah? All right.
Yeah. God, I hate Guns N' Roses.
What are you reading?
I'm just looking at the lyrics. I'm looking at the fucking artwork. Yeah, whatever.
The artwork makes you sick?
Just everything about Guns N' Roses
Why?
bothers me. Just fucking meh.
You don't like the fucking...
Overrated. Mama Fratelli and the Boys.
Wow, he didn't look like Mama Fratelli back then.
What's fucking Slash's real name?
Something Silverman or something? Sarah Silverman?
I almost texted my wife Slash's real name. Saul Hudson.
Saul Hudson.
Yeah, that's fucking Guitar Hero Saul Hudson. I told you how to take the piss out of any name.
Oh.
You add I'm gonna come after it. Oh, Saul, I'm gonna come.
Oh, gross.
Just wreck it. Oh,
gross.
God. Yeah, Dizzy. Fucking.
I'm just thinking.
What? No, go ahead.
No, I'm just thinking about myself about, yeah, this killed grunge. Fucking 10 years before grunge came out. Like a fucking retard I am.
Well,
yeah.
You are.
That's what I just said. Anyway.
Yeah, what year was this?
86, 87?
Hang on.
86.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, 86.
87.
Ooh, all right.
I was 6 years old. That's why I don't give a shit about this.
You were 6. I was 10.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still sucks.
That's okay.
So is this... Look at the album. Fucking...
What? You don't want to look at the cover with them as skeletons?
No, I don't give a shit about... It's not the artwork. It doesn't bother me. It's just like, eh.
All right.
Best way to put it, eh.
All right.
I'm looking at Night Train. No, garbage. Welcome to the Jungle is Sweet Child of Mine, whatever.
Wow. Listen to you. These are all classic
Paradise City.
songs.
I get it. There are three hits on here.
3 hits?
Yeah, 3.
Every one of these is a hit.
No, they're not.
Yes.
No, they're not.
You want to go down where they chart? Well, not where they charted, but
So here's the difference.
how well known they are.
I'm gonna go over I'm gonna give you the difference. So Welcome to the Jungle has 903 million plays.
Right.
On YouTube.
Okay.
The next song, 47. Next one, 38.
Million?
Yes. It is
million.
Yes, I understand that. But by comparison, 903 million. Then we get to Paradise City.
Yeah.
1 billion.
1 billion with a B?
B.
Holy shnikey.
Yeah. Sweet Child of Mine, 2.7 billion.
Okay.
10 million, 19 million, 5 million, 6 million.
Yeah. Millions,
Those are not.
dude.
Yes, the album was a hit.
Yeah.
Those songs were the hits of that album.
Okay. Okay.
I'm saying, yes, there were hits on this album. It is justifiably multi-platinum. I don't know. I don't know.
Now you say those songs hit billions. I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised.
I'm surprised Welcome to the Jungle hasn't hit a billion.
I'm surprised. I'm a little surprised at that, but at the same time, I'm not.
That's their most
it's one of their most
well-known songs, right?
Paradise City.
Yeah. Sweet Child of Mine. Yeah, those, I guess, yeah.
They're a little bigger.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Whatever. Let's go to your fucking next one.
Saul and the Boys.
Saul and the Boys.
Mama Fratelli, Saul and the Gentleman.
Yeah, maybe I like him because I'm 7%. I don't know.
Wow. I don't even care about his heritage. I care that they're assholes.
I don't even think he probably doesn't even follow.
Yeah,
his parents named him that.
He followed heroin with alcohol.
Yeah.
Anyway,
your next one,
"The Man That You Fear" by Marilyn Manson.
What a weird song,
isn't it?
Yeah, I never liked Marilyn Manson before all the allegations.
Yeah, the allegations make it difficult.
You would think it would be the next progression because I liked Nine Inch Nails.
They're not the same.
No.
They're very different energies.
And the scary thing is that this guy was the real deal.
He's not the real deal.
Like the creepy.
He's just a creep.
Yeah.
But he's not like the artwork and the writing has nothing to do with the kind of creep he is.
Okay.
He's a predator.
Yeah.
But predators come in all types of music. As certain trials have taught us.
Oof.
Anyway, the biggest thing here is that this is the bleak downside of
this was
gothic music.
This was really depressing to listen to.
Oh, that's why I love it.
This you put two really fucking different, and I like it. I like the next one. I really like.
I know,
but I haven't listened to it in so long, and listening to it and picking up on the little
subtleties.
Really. Ooh.
But that's why I love this song. There's subtleties to this.
Okay.
The words are so like the muscles atrophied.
Yeah, it's just so.
Do you know what atrophied muscles look like?
My leg was atrophied when I broke it.
Stretched and distorted.
Well, mine were. Yeah, my leg got skinny. And
that's just it weakening. But the muscles atrophy. The muscles tighten and the legs start to bend.
Yeah.
It's the idea that we're just fading to nothing.
Yeah.
I love the darkness of it. We're on the other side. The screen is us and we're the TV. Means the universe is watching us decay.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah.
But it's dark, but it's also on the surface meant to be creepy.
This is creepy.
Was probably some of the deepest writing he had done.
Right.
Because this ends with one of my favorite lines. The when all of your wishes have been are granted, many of your dreams will have been destroyed. That is bleak.
Thanks, Dave.
I love it.
Thanks, Dave. I can't wait to get a little further down this list because
to turn it around.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. Since you can't handle Marilyn Manson.
I can handle it. Jesus Christ.
You can't handle shit.
We can. Yeah. Exactly what I was thinking of.
I know you were.
Just give me some rubber gloves. I could.
I work in a hospital. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, well, you do it for fun.
No, I'm not that German. I know you're 7%, but I'm not that German.
So no, I'm just I'm not a. Oh wait, am I? I don't remember how much German I am. I don't think I'm. I think it was just like that part of the country. I don't think I was straight German.
You're not straight anything.
Whoa! All right, so my next one is "Damage Incorporated" by Metallica.
Man,
which growing up was my favorite Metallica song.
I disagree that this is the best ending to a Metallica album.
I'm not saying it is.
It is a great end to this album.
I was also fucking 10 years old, also 11 years old when it came out.
But when did you hear it?
It's probably right around there. I would say probably.
You were 10 years old listening to Metallica?
Yeah. I told you I was like 7 years old listening to like AC/DC and Judas Priest.
It's true.
So I probably didn't hear this.
I thought that was just for the lifestyle.
I didn't hear that. What? I didn't hear this. Probably when it came out, but I would say within a year or so of it coming out, and so much so that the first back patch I had was Damage Incorporated, which was a skull with the two I guess clubs, with the spikes sticking out of them. I wish I still had that back patch. I don't know where it went. I don't,
I've never had.
You never had a back
patches?
No. I still have.
I'm not mocking it.
I have a vest that has an old Lars Fredrickson back patch now that I'm a little too fat to wear. That's why I haven't worn it. But it's covered in patches as well.
I have no battle vest. I have nothing like
No?
that. No,
Yeah,
and not mocking it.
Yeah.
I just never thought to do it.
Yeah. All right.
Just not. It was. I'm different looking enough. I don't need a fucking vest.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't wear it out. You know, like hanging out, I wouldn't wear it. But I'd wear it to D&D just to give you a fucking aneurysm when you walked in.
I wouldn't even. I'd be like.
In fact, I might wear it. I might wear it next game.
I would be pointing at like. That's sad. I'm glad everybody in that band's dead. The person in the middle's a fruit.
Yeah. You mean the person in the vest, not the
Yeah,
person
that's exactly in the middle.
But yes, this was.
Oh, by the way, the best ending to a Metallica album is still Dyer's Eve.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll yeah.
Just.
Oh, I didn't think of that one. Yeah.
It's. To Live is to Die, Dyer's Eve is the.
These are just the ones that popped into my head as
I get it.
You know, like something. Yeah, I mean, you know it. We give each other lists.
Yep.
And usually we're done in 5 minutes. Like, yep, done.
Yeah, they rapid fire.
Mm-hmm. And both of us are able to do it, except for the last two that you gave me the last time.
I get it.
You gave me some homework on the next couple. But yeah, I mean, I was okay. So let's say it came out when I was 11 or it came out when I was 10.
86, yeah.
So let's say I heard it when I was 12, 13-ish.
Okay.
Right? So my thing was now, mind you, I was young. This was the heaviest fucking song I've ever heard in my life.
There's no argument there.
You know?
I remember hearing this album and thinking this was the fastest thing I'd ever heard.
Right. And
at the time it probably was.
And then there's that one lyric in this is fuck it all and fucking no regrets. My little 12, 13-year-old self was like, fuck yeah, you know? Yeah, exactly. Fuck yeah. I can't even do it. But I'm still thinking of fucking Testament guy. Yeah. Just go like that guy. Yeah. Just get that up.
Harumph.
Just get that up a little. But yeah, this was by far my favorite Metallica song for a long time.
It is a great song. Like I said,
before Saint Anger came out.
Oh God. Can you name a song on Saint Anger other than Saint Anger?
No, I cannot. You almost have me there.
I can't either.
No, I can't think of a single.
I was given a copy of that for free.
I didn't even buy it.
I didn't buy it. I was given a copy. I was like, do I have to take it?
Yeah, I heard it on 92.3 or whatever the fucking station was back then. And I was like, nope, I am done with Metallica.
Yeah.
Which is sad because I really.
Oh, Jesus.
Really
Everyone and their mother.
What?
Everyone and their mother's texting me.
What do they want? Busy. Just the right busy. Everything okay? Uh-oh. Pause?
Yeah, no, we don't need to pause. So I sent a friend of mine a video card.
All right.
He had given it to me a couple of years ago. I was using it in one of the computers. And I was like, here, I'll send it back to you.
Right.
I sent it back in a clamshell case. It was protected.
Oh, boy.
Fried.
How?
He went to put it in, just ain't working.
Oh, all right.
It had a good life.
Okay.
It's over 10 years old.
Yeah.
It did its job.
All right.
It's unfortunate, though.
Yeah.
That sucks, though.
It happens.
Boo.
It's fucking technology.
Yeah.
It's going to fucking pass on.
We've been passing each other computer parts for the better part of like 5 or 6 years.
If you haven't been passing each other VD.
No. we are not Eskimo brothers.
I don't even know what that means, but okay.
Wait, you don't know what Eskimo brothers
I
are?
have no idea what that means. I know Eskimo kisses when you do the nose.
Yeah.
I can only think of Eskimo
Eskimo
brothers.
blowjobs are when you rub your nose on somebody's chin.
Eskimo brothers is penises?
No, Eskimo brothers are when you've had sex with the same person. Not at the same time, just in general.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I have a few Eskimo brothers. You've met a few of my Eskimo brothers.
All right. All right. You don't have to count them out.
2.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else that
All
you
right.
know. 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Eiffel Tower and stuff?
No, Eiffel Towers.
No?
No, separate.
Yeah.
That's
separate but equal.
Yeah. I'm going to tell Ray.
Well, I just said it. I didn't mean it.
I'm going to tell Ray. For those of you who don't know, Ray is a black gentleman who's a very good friend of mine.
That hurt a lot.
He is also an Eskimo brother.
Aye, all right, there's one.
Sorry, I didn't realize it's not a fucking secret.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's go to your next one.
Okay.
Which is we've been talking about this outside of the podcast together. Is Dio Egypt, and with the quote with the parentheses, the chains are on.
Yes.
It's fucking Dio.
Yeah.
It's not sad.
No. Well,
I didn't find it sad.
So, if you...
I mean, okay, go ahead.
So if you pay attention to the story...
Yeah, I know. I was saying the song itself.
Yeah. The song is not sad.
Doesn't feel sad, yeah.
But this is the... So, he wrote more in fantasy, but this really related to the beginning of slavery in
right.
Yeah.
That's where I was
in North Africa.
That's what when I said it wasn't sad, I was like, ooh. After the fucking term I just said before, and then I said this wasn't sad, I am heading in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I meant the feel of the song.
But this is more fantasy based.
Yeah.
But the idea that the strangers came and now the chains are on.
Yeah.
The guy knew how to write about shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man knew how to tell a story.
The man did know how to tell a story. Although I still don't know what fucking Ride the Tiger you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's like, what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
By the way, there was another Dio song I could have put on here.
What's that?
From that album, This Is Your Life, the tribute.
Yeah.
There's actually a single recording of Dio singing a song called This Is Your Life. It's piano and vocals only.
That's cool. But it was the last song on the...
No, I can't listen to it. I just can't do it.
It makes you cry.
It makes me sad. It doesn't make me cry.
Leak a couple.
Yeah, but from my penis.
That's weird.
Nah, there are songs that make me fill up. It's not these. You ever had that happen as a Pavlovian response?
Yes. Yes, for things that
use the Mr. Softy theme.
It's yes, it's for situations that have happened, and for either the voice coming out of the speakers, you know, or yeah.
Yeah.
You're just gonna sit there silently and let me just keep digging.
Because my brain just keeps going da 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 da.
What the fuck is that?
Da, 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 da.
What is that?
One of the other Ice Cream Truck songs.
Oh.
That's the Good Humor one.
Oh, I don't know the Good Humor. We only had Mr. Softy by me.
Yeah, I'm not singing that one.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so it's Dio. Dio's amazing.
I think Barry used to do it on stage with his guitar.
Probably.
Yeah.
I hope he did.
Yeah.
Man's goofy but amazing.
They just came out. His Eden song just came out a new album.
Check it out, Eden song. Why am I looking over there? I'm
I don't
doing
know.
it like you do it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Eden song, check him out.
Yes.
So let's go to the next one.
Okay. My next one is Murphy's Law, Woke Up, Tied Up. And here's what we get. Interesting.
It is interesting. My only problem is that there are no lyrics online. Like, I couldn't find the lyrics.
Oh, no?
No.
All right. Well, it's... Now, with Jimmy, it's interesting to know if this is a real story, because it might be.
It's possible.
Yeah. It's about him going home with somebody and then waking up tied up, woke up tied up to the radiator, woke up tied up, should have said later, bye. Woke up tied up, got to get out of here fast. Woke up tied up with something shoved up my ass.
Listen,
Which,
I'm not yucking anybody's yum.
by the way, they end shows with this song.
It's kind of funny.
And the whole crowd is singing, and the whole place is a pit. I think this might have been one of the songs where someone ripped down like a light stanchion, like in one of the bars, because it gets nuts.
That's raucous.
Because you're right there. The band is right there.
Yeah.
The crowd is right there. This is what I'm talking about in a small venue.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so much fun.
I can
So
imagine
much
that.
fun.
By the way, have you ever been tied up?
No. No.
You had to think about it?
I don't. Yeah,
My voice cracked.
Yeah.
Because I'm so in shock.
I had to because there's certain situations that have happened, but no, I don't think I would trust it. Even it's just a thing.
There was a time.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, not getting gross.
All right.
Before all the crazy shit happened.
Before, okay.
Yeah, before.
All right.
Yeah, that shit hasn't happened since nobody's tying me up now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I got
before
you.
that.
Before
her.
Yeah, gotcha.
Where I let somebody tie me up.
Okay.
It was a sexy, sexy time.
Okay.
I'm not going to say what happened,
No.
but it was a good time for everybody.
Did anything from this song happen?
No. I'm not against that. I'm going to state now, I'm not against that.
Yeah.
What two consenting adults want to do is fine.
Yeah.
You got to talk me into it, though.
Okay.
You can't just be like, so there's a comedian. His name is Robert Schimmel. He was very funny.
I know Robert Schimmel.
Okay, so he used
I'm
to
thinking of another situation, too. I'm going to shit.
Different. So he was talking about, I was dating this girl, and she's like, you want to have the best orgasm of your life? He goes, yeah. She goes, so I shove a string of pearls up your ass, right? He goes, wrong.
Yeah. Time out.
He goes, how about a knotted rag? He goes, what is this? What? Monty Hall? No. I don't want. He goes, so I got the string of pearls up my ass.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah, I'm not against any of that. As long as it's discussed first. No surprises.
Yeah.
You know that oops?
Yeah.
From what I understand, every guy does a oops.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
I want willing consent for everything that happens.
Right.
So if a girl's like, hey, let's try something different. I got a list of things I want to try. If you want to check one off, let me know. I think that's fair.
Okay.
We can have a discussion.
All right.
Yeah, come here, fat girl. You're ticklish.
Yeah.
Still one of the greatest lines in music history.
Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me. I'm skinny.
Well, I can't say that.
Yeah, well.
Anyway. So yeah, it's a good song. It's just there is something about Murphy's Law that is always just fun.
It's a party.
Yeah.
And their shows.
They're a party band.
They're nothing but a party band. They're nice. Well, Murphy's Law is basically Jimmy. He's the only original member left. But what a nice guy. We'll talk to you. We'll hang out with you. We'll drink with you. Before and after. Tells you a lot of times during their shows. Goes, by the way, after this is the bar we're heading to. Come hang out.
It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, Murphy's Law, one of my favorites. And I'm surprised that you enjoyed this. I get nervous with some songs I put on here.
There's no bagpipes.
I knew Len you were gonna hate. I knew
what?
I knew Len.
Yeah.
Whatever it was last week or whatever it was. But all right, let's go to your next one.
Yes.
And
the reason why this list exists. The sad endings that make everyone hurt inside.
Yes.
Hurt by 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah. Which this is a sad one. The sadder one is fucking listening to Johnny Cash sing
Oh
this,
my God.
knowing that he was.
Do you know that's the reason I didn't include it?
Yeah.
Because it's
You know what?
his is so much more depressing because you know he's at the end.
Well, I don't think that was the last song on an album.
No,
though.
but it's the end of his life. Oh my God. And the video makes it worse because he's sitting in a room full of old broken instruments.
last song of
And
his
there are
life.
just pictures of June everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a terribly depressing song.
But how good is it?
It is.
And for an album that is not this, to end like this.
Right. The audio subtleties in there. There's like a white noise that runs throughout the whole
And
song.
starts getting gradually.
Right. It's so fucking haunting. You know?
There is so for people who have a fear of death or fear of the unknown, there is the creeping shadow of death.
Yeah.
And in this, it feels like that white noise is the envelopment
Okay.
of the end.
Yeah.
And I find that fascinating. Like
Yeah.
the same thing, The Man That You Fear has that ever approaching doom. Because it's not a heavy song, but it's heavy.
Yeah.
It's a emotionally weighty, heavy song.
Right.
The Show Must Go On is the opposite of that, where It's, I know I don't have a lot of time left,
But let's
get as much done as possible.
Yeah.
There's so much to it that is, it's the opposing force to the,
This is the emptiness of just
not looking at the void ahead,
done,
thinking about the road that you've pushed through. And that's incredible. Both Hurt is also a reflection on that old road and thinking, was it enough? That is incredible to me.
Yeah.
Like, when you think, like, I don't know if you've ever thought of, like, if I died tomorrow, would I say my life was good enough?
I would. Yeah.
I would too. There's very little things that I'd be like,
is it my dad? I think it is my dad. I've had that conversation with him that, I'm okay. If it happened, I don't want it to do. I don't want it to because I have kids and
obviously, yeah, no.
But
the idea of going tomorrow sucks.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it.
The idea is like, I would love, like, I always say, I can't wait to see my son grow up.
Yeah.
I was so lucky to have my dad as long as I did. I have friends, their dads died when they were kids.
Right. Yeah.
We used to make fun of one of my friends.
I have dads apart. I have a guy who I know a guy who his mom died when he was like 10. And I'm like, losing your mom is I think a bigger
My friend
chunk than
Dominic
your dad.
lost his, he might have been 7 when she died.
Crazy.
And he just lost his dad this year.
Yeah.
And he's a year younger than me.
Right.
And it was a rough road at the end.
Right.
But he's dealing well, considering, it's rough. And, he's actually been helping his stepmom, which they had not always had the greatest relationship.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that they're working together and they're getting through it as a family.
Right.
That's rough. That's a rough road. But his dad was also in the Navy and he worked in the stock market. And then some stuff happened and he was down on his luck for a while. But, beautiful family.
Right.
3 kids, now 2 grandkids. That's a good road. That's what what have I become? That's the reflection on what am I now?
Yeah.
And at the end, if you can't look at it and say, "Oh, this is good,"
Yeah.
what are you looking at?
Right.
God, real fucking.
I'm fucking singing in my head. God damn it! All right, let's go to my next one.
I think the reason you made this list, in reality, was this.
Okay. So my next one, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I put this on here for Mike the Angry Wizard, and this is "Fuck You and Your Cat" by Goldfinger. It is 1 minute and 16 seconds long,
and it is
just what you need.
It is perfect. It's not often that I'll pick a song like this and go, no change.
Yeah.
Just no.
It gets to the point,
and it
builds.
It's so, and I don't know if you've had a piece of shit that you've dated.
Oh yes.
Have you ever had anyone steal from you?
No.
So I lost a bass and an amp.
Yeah.
Because one of my exes stole it and sold it for drug money.
Oh, see that? Yeah. See, I never had a drug addict.
I found that's how you find out your girlfriend's on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a fun time.
Yeah.
So it was like $2,000 worth of equipment.
That's nuts.
That
stole it?
Stole it.
How did she get out of your house?
I was living elsewhere. She had a key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, there were no fucking warning signs. All of a sudden, my shit was gone.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a break-in.
Yeah.
So I called her, and she got her in the same room. And she broke down and told me everything.
Yeah.
I said, "Go get it back." She goes, "I can't." I said, "Then get the fuck out of my life."
Yeah.
And that was
gone. Crazy.
Yup. Sorry.
Where's my T-shirt? Where's my money? Fuck you and your cat. Perfect.
The irony is actually all of that is, well, it's T-shirt.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. She probably had some of my shirts. Probably a hoodie. I lost a hoodie to my wife.
Take this
years ago.
I've lost. Having a wife is knowing that you bought. I see a hoodie, and I'm like, God, I love that hoodie. I wear it 2 times, and then my wife's got it, and I'm like, God damn it, I'm never wearing that hoodie again, am I?
I'm never getting it back.
Yeah,
never getting it back.
Yeah.
What I do love is that when my wife was pregnant, she used to borrow my scrub tops.
Yeah.
And
stretch them out for you.
You think she could get anywhere near as big as I was when she was pregnant? No, she was swimming in them.
Yeah.
But it was adorable.
Yeah.
My son put on one of my scrub tops one day, It looked like he was wearing a sail.
That's hilarious.
It was adorable. Yeah, there's not much to say about Goldfinger except that this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And fuck that bitch.
Which bass was it?
Huh?
What bass was it?
Okay. So I had a BC Rich.
Yeah.
It was a nice one.
And that was the one.
That was the one. It was a nice BC Rich and a Fender.
Did she tell you how much she sold it for?
Couple hundred.
Oh, so she
didn't give me an exact number, but a couple hundred.
Not enough to. Not a.
She wouldn't tell me where the guy was either, so I could go get it back the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Because I used to be willing to do the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. No, your dad was.
I forget. I forget. I was talking to somebody the other day at work, and they were like, "Oh, what would you do?" I said, "I'd nail their front door shut and set their house on fire."
Right.
And the guy laughed. I said, "I'm not kidding.
No, I'm not joking.
I'm not kidding. $16 worth of roofing nails.
Yeah.
That's all you need. A piece of wood doesn't even have to be good wood. Just 3/4.
Yeah.
You use, what, $4 worth of gas?
All right, stop getting this on tape.
Anyway,
Tape.
I'm not doing it
on tape. I said. That always makes me laugh.
What is it, the 50s?
We watch.
Stop. They're recording.
We watch All in the Family. Sometimes it's on. And Rob Reiner
I'm shrugging.
at the end. Why?
I don't know. I'm just shrugging. I'm leaning forward.
At the end, Rob Reiner says, "All in the Family has been recorded on tape for a live audience." And I always look at Mary Jane. I'm like, recorded on tape.
It is amazing what has been lost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you know this, but Doctor Who's missing multiple episodes over the years because they recorded over them.
There's no recording of the moon landing. They lost the tapes for the moon landing.
Yeah, it's
the moon landing.
I know. I heard you the first
one of the
two
most
times.
important fucking events in history. You tell me you don't fucking believe it.
No, I believe it. No, I believe it.
I'm going to kick you in the side of the head.
No, I believe it. Because I also know what radiation damage does to film. And all the film is radiation damaged.
Yeah. Is that what? Oh,
it's the graininess of it. If it was recorded, it wouldn't be like a television broadcast where it's grainy. No, the grain comes from the radiation damage of being in space. Yes. See, there's a logic to it. And it's hard to replicate exactly what radiation damage does to footage.
Right.
Have you ever seen footage of the elephant's foot? You know what the elephant's foot is?
No.
There's molten tungsten and lead in the basement of Chernobyl.
Okay.
And they filmed it from around the corner.
Right.
And they can't really get a great look at it. It's grainy and it's distorted. And there's no amount of focusing you can do.
It's just pure radiation.
It's literally burning holes in the film.
Yeah.
It's just radiation's too strong.
That's crazy.
So there are these every person who's ever photographed it's dead.
Yeah. Nice.
Because they die of radiation poisoning.
Yeah.
And they're around a corner in a lead hallway.
And it's gonna be like that for 10,000 years or something like that.
Don't worry, the radioactive boars will take care of it. The fact that wolves and boars are now
thriving
in an environment that should be killing everything tells you everything you need to know about evolution.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last one.
All right. Your other sad one.
Now, I don't find this sad. I find it sad because of what it doesn't represent.
Okay, I know.
So this is I Love You All from Ozzy Osbourne from the album Scream.
Right.
He intended this to be the last.
You've said this before, yeah.
And you can feel it on the album and in this song.
Right. This was goodbye.
Yes. So it's really short.
A minute and 2 seconds.
It's what? 5 lines. We all must stand together, or one by one we fall. For all these years you stood by me. God bless, I love you all.
Right. That should have been it.
That should have been it.
That should have been it.
That would have been
the perfect bookend.
It would have been the cap.
Yeah.
The perfect cap on an impeccable career.
Right.
2 bands. What? 16 albums?
God, yeah. However many, yeah.
Features on other stuff, whatever.
Right.
But multi-platinum.
Right. And then you go and live, and then you're allowed to be just Ozzy Osbourne.
2 more garbage albums.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're trash.
Yeah.
Like the only reason there are good songs on Ordinary Man is because he sings on them.
Yeah.
But he didn't write any of it.
Right.
And I don't like the musicians that he had playing on that album. On that one, it was Slash and Duff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
And the last album, Patient Number 9, has 1 song. And that's because of Jeff Beck.
Okay.
And he's Clapton and all these other people, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But a good song.
There's no good songs.
Right. Oh,
that one's good because of Jeff Beck. And it was
okay. It's
towards
not
the
Ozzy.
end of... It's not Ozzy that makes it great.
Yeah.
It's Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's truly sad. And those two albums could have just not been done. And this could have been the capstone.
And that's it.
On a beautiful career.
Right. And then you go and you'd be Ozzy Osbourne. Do fucking...
Or just fade into the background and re-release every album.
Yeah.
Remastered.
No, but I mean,
or
you
box
can...
sets.
You can, just be yourself. Just do...
And they don't have to prop you up like a scarecrow.
Yeah. Do TV
one last
appearances and talk about stuff.
Look at... When I think about singers at the end of their lives, Frankie Valli.
Right. No.
It's so sad.
He is a skeleton. He is a zombie up there.
So,
He's not even singing, by the way.
I know, it's all
That's
tracks.
Yeah.
So, there's a doctor in our hospital who has the same look in his eyes.
Right.
And it's neurological.
Why is he a doctor? That is terrifying.
He's
What do
been
you
a
mean?
doctor for 100 years.
No, but why? No.
But he's still there.
That guy walks in, I'm going to be like, nope.
Well,
nope,
he's
nope.
still there and he's still there, but he has this look.
Yeah.
It's just blank.
That's no. I don't want my
Like he's
doctor to have that look.
Like his eyes aren't focusing on you. It's scary.
Yeah, I don't want that doctor.
I don't want him either. This is why I'm not a fucking patient. Yeah, there was one day he was doing a case. I leaned over. I said, what the fuck is going on? And the nurse goes, I don't know. Just go with it.
Oh, I thought you leaned into him and said that.
No,
I was like, wow.
He wouldn't know who I was talking about.
That is bold.
He wouldn't know who I was talking about either way.
Excuse me, sir. Do you know what the fuck is going on in your
Do you
brain
know
right
where
now?
you are?
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah. Can you see me?
Do you smell toast?
Yeah.
So this is the list of last songs.
Yes.
Like, so I didn't take any notes for this list. I'm just looking at the list itself.
Yeah.
Because it's perfect. The exception of
Right,
Guns N'
right.
Roses. But
Yeah.
but I knew every one of these songs except for, well, Fuck You and Your Cat I didn't know, but I got acquainted very quickly.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good run.
That one in 5 minutes you can listen to it 5 times.
Yeah. and had enough time to snuggle with the wife.
Hey, whoa. Hello.
Not yours. Somebody else's.
Shocker. But somebody else's. So
yeah, you know who we are. You know where we are. For now, take care of each other. Take care of yourselves.
Hail Halford.
Hail
fuckers.
Halford later.